charging. Please wait.
All right, guys, we're live right now. I'm still setting up and waiting for people to show up for this class. We're going to be exploring stick fighting in the art of capoeira. We'll get started in just a moment. Just hang tight. All right, hold on 1 second here. Cool. Give me a moment, guys. We'll get started. Just hang out. What you're going to need is, so preferably, you're going to need a cane link stick. So maybe a stick that's a little longer than the typical eskrima stick. So anywhere from ideally 28 inches to 36 inches. And if possible, if you have a stick that is 36 inches, that would be great. We could use it for both concepts. If not, then a 4-foot stick as well is something that we would use as well. So, and I'll talk to you about why the different sizes and stuff in just a moment. So go ahead and try to find something that's roughly like cane length, and that will probably be the most useful thing. All right, give me a second. We will get started, guys.
Motion detected at the front door.
All right. Hang on 1 second, guys. Sorry, stuff is coming in. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get it started. I got 6 people watching. Why don't you chime in? Let me know that you. Hold on 1 second. Chime in. Give me a thumbs up or a heart or a care sign to let me know if you are ready to get started. We'll conduct the first part of this without music, because I'm still waiting for my speaker to kind of charge up and get ready. But we'll go over some of the basic concepts here in a minute. So while you're on, go ahead, give me a thumbs up, a heart, or the care sign. Let me know that you're ready to go, and we will get moving. And while y'all are doing that, I'll just kind of explain like what it is we're doing, where it comes from, and to put it into perspective. All right. So okay. So stick fighting, just like when we covered the knife and the razor, were considered auxiliary aspects to the unarmed combat of capoeira regime that was practiced. We noticed that there is in the 19th century an intensification of the use of sticks, knives, and razors, especially like in Rio and in these urban centers where capoeira was flourishing. Part of the reason why there was this trend of more weapons use is because that was, that marked a period of time with one, increased police and state repression of not just capoeira but also of other African-based practices, and also immigrant population from Portugal who were competing for resources alongside descendants of enslaved Africans and their descendants. This created this tension where the use of weapons became a little bit more prominent and more recognizable in police records. So, typically you would see knives, sticks, razors were more kind of within the popular imagination of within the elite imagination of what capoeiristas carried. Whether that was more common or not, we can't say for certain. The razors were more expensive, but they were easy to conceal, easy to carry, and they afforded certain benefits as far as like being able to carry, but they were more expensive than some of the work knives that the enslaved Africans had access to. But a real common tool to carry was a stick, and there are varying lengths. So what you have is, and this was primarily as a, sorry, got notes coming in. This is primarily how should I say, a cane link stick. They refer to these as bangalas. It's real common to see gentlemen use them as swagger sticks. A lot of the early caricatures of capoeiristas are shown with guys with the fedora hats, dressed nice, and they're carrying with them the bangala cane, which they put into effect. At the same time, this weapon was being used against them during the formation of the police guard. The police were carrying these really short batons that had leather straps, where lanyards to connect, and which to be used to beat capoeiristas and to whip them. And so you see this intensification of violence led to the intensification and the use of weapons more so than what we noticed in earlier periods of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Bangala as an extension of the movements we do in capoeira, for one. And then two, there is a living tradition that's still practiced today, even though it's on the dying side of almost dying out. Jogo do pau, or Jogo do cacete, which is stick fighting. They tend to use a little longer sticks, and they hold and grip the stick in the center, like you'll notice in Kalinda and in other Afro-diasporic fighting styles. You'll see this. The difference is they'll use the ends for striking, and they incorporate a lot of their sweeping and kicking into those movements. There's a few videos that are out showing some older guys doing it, and then Professor Asunciao has a documentary on the art. So we're going to be drawing from those two concepts when we do this class. So the first thing you're going to need, again, is going to be a cane link stick, which would be preferable, and our movement's going to be built off of off of the play of the game. And even so for the 4-foot staff. And then the next one you need is more of a staff link stick, okay? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna give my speaker a try, see if it has enough juice. If not, then we'll just go without the music for a little bit. Looks like we got juice. Cool. All right. So let's go ahead and get into some movement with our feet. So the basic footwork in capoeira is the ginga, and we're going to build our techniques off of that. All right. So starting off here. So what I'm going to do, and what I normally do, is I start off drawing our base. This is one of our first steps that we start with the ginga. So for right now, just kind of hold on to your stick with both hands as you move side to side. Good. Keep moving here for a bit. I'm going to turn the music on, all right? So just keep moving side to side. Hold on to the stick. As you do that, let me get this going here. Moving side to side. Okay, we're good. We're on boom bap. There we go. We got music. Awesome. Okay, here we go. For real now. So here, hold the stick, moving side to side. Let go of one hand a little bit. Let it just kind of move. Now, one hand free. Letting it move. Let the stick move. So when I move in one direction, it follows. It follows. Follows. So notice here, same thing with the razor. I have my horizontals. I have my diagonals. Side to side. Side to side. Very good, very good, very good. Back in your hands, back in your hands. Now, accentuate. Very good. Keep moving. Side to side. Good, good. Side to side. Moving. Sorry. Here we go. Hang on one sec. Keep moving. All right. Back to it, side to side. At a diagonal. Good. Here we go. Horizontal. Very good. Keep moving. Very good. Here. Diagonals. Rise. Moving side to side. Awesome. Here. Now relax. Keep moving side to side. Now we're going to add the step. Here. Step back. In. Side to side and back. Step. Step. Back. Step. Step. Back. Step. Step. Back. here and back. And back. Good, keep moving. Holding both hands. Now, we'll pause for a sec. All right. Pause for a sec. Here we go. I got a lot of chatting going on here. Hang on one second. Hang on. All right. Let's make sure that this is all good here. Okay. Talking with the guys real quick, making sure we're okay here. All right, guys, here we are. Back to it. Okay, so now in our steps, I want you to add these strikes in as you step from the different points in your Jenga. Okay, boom, 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 boom. So I'm doing these rowing motions coming in. Boom, boom, boom. Again, of course, to the side. Boom, punching, thrusting. Boom, boom, thrusting. Boom, boom. Here's the hit, thrust, hitting, hit, thrust. Boom, 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 boom. Good, keep moving. Side, bam, 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 bam. Good, keep it moving. Side, bam, bam. Good, awesome. We're gonna release now, okay? Same thing. I'm working on coordinating my hits with my movement, all right? So when I'm in this position here, I can rotate my hips and get these good swings. I come in, I hit again. As I come out, I rotate my hip in conjunction to what strike I'm trying to do. So if I'm coming from the outside, I can rotate my hip in this way. If I'm going to the other side, I can rotate in this way. So again, just my strikes. Just kind of put them in there with your movement. So again, mainly here, diagonal cuts. We're going at a diagonal, nice and easy. So I'm just working through each point of my Jenga, placing these strikes in between. So let's do my basic here. Stop for a second. So now just basic diagonal cuts here from 1 foot forward. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Cool. So now stepping from side to side. So simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stepping back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now connecting them. 1 step, 2 step back. 3, see I'm rocking back, then I rock forward. 4, step to the side. Boom. Rocking back, rocking forward. 1, 2, 3, good. Boom, boom. So I'm rocking in, boom, to the side, boom, boom. Now, of course, we're doing just diagonals right now, but we can use the same motion with the horizontal cuts and strikes as well. So go ahead and add that into while you're stepping. Again, let's start from right here, one side forward. Let's do here, add horizontals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ready, taking off, and I step to the side. 1, then to the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm in on the other side here, so I'm stepping back. So now I step back and then I do my horizontal. I fade back, fade in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now together, putting it together. So I step to my side. 1, I step back. 2, 3, 4. So now add this into the diagonal. So we were doing diagonals, throw in the horizontal. Good, keep it moving. Good, keep it moving. Go back to the feet now, back to the feet. Together, so gather, gather, step back, gather, gather, step back, gather, gather, step, gather, gather, step, gather, gather, step, gather, and step. Keep moving. Pause for a sec. Okay, I'm gonna turn the music. Turn the music right back on, and now we're gonna focus on the feet, okay? So still working on the feet, your Jenga, and then coordinating the stick with your feet, with your movements, okay? If I didn't have a stick, and I'm moving just my hands, it's the same thing. Boom. Coordinating my hands with my movement, all right? Doesn't matter what's in my hands, it's the same concept, all right? So let's go ahead and start music up again, and we're gonna work on just the feet and moving with the stick. All right, here we go. So now just the feet, working on the feet. Just working on the feet. If you need to, switch your hands. Make sure you're changing levels. Changing levels. Good, keep moving. Awesome, keep moving. Very good. So now, when we're moving, as we move, we're gonna add a little strike in it, okay? So I move, and boom, there's my strike. So I move, bam, there's my strike. So try like we did with the razor and the knife. What I try to do, Jenga, expressive, boom, then explode forward with the knife and then get out, okay? So same thing with the stick. We're gonna Jenga, move, avoid, boom, and then hit. So a lot of times, again, going back to the competition that occurred between the Capoeiristas, the Afro-Brazilian population, and then the newly immigrant population of the Portuguese, who brought in Jogo do Pau from Portugal. Their style is Jogo do Pau with the longer sticks. This type of competing for resources led to a lot of strife. So the capoeiristas had to adopt. Weapons became, again, more prevalent during this period of time, especially during these types of clashes. So the capoeiristas adopted the bangala to combat the longer staff. One of the strategies they would use, depending on what type of competition this was, if it was more of a friendly test of fighting arts that was more or less friendly, what they would do is they would use their corporal dexterity in order to avoid getting hit, get close enough to deliver a hit with a stick, kick, or sweep, or something of that nature. So then you're going to see when we're doing this, a lot of using these types of shields you use in Kalinda, which is also again used in Jogo do Pau in Brazil for protection as well, to get in close for headbutts, for sweeps, and for hitting with the sticks on at the same time. Now, what they would do is they would sharpen one end of the stick so that in more lethal confrontations, once they were able to close in and get close enough with the stick, they would use that to stab to the stomach. And this is like there are police reports of these types of fights and these types of encounters that happen between these two groups. So then if you see me doing these thrusting movements with the stick, and this is kind of what we're referencing, okay? Okay, so now going back to the drill. So we're gonna ginga, let your body swing, and then find those moments where you can come in with the stick and strike, and then preferably step out at the same after you do that, okay? But it's the main thing is gonna be surprise and then recover back to your ginga, okay? All right, here we go. Turn down a little bit so you guys can hear me over it a bit. All right. Okay, here we are. Find your ginga. And boom. Again, boom. You can switch feet and switch hands, I should say. Ginga. Move. Keep moving. Add a little swing to your strikes. Little swing. Find those moments. Imagine that you're avoiding. Okay? Ready? Imagine, I'm avoiding. Good. Awesome. So now, let's go ahead and do some avoiding. So, what I'm going to do, ginga, I'm going to strike horizontal. What I want you to do is to weave underneath it. Here, weave. Okay, ready? Let's do 10 of those. Here we are. And 1, underneath, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. So now, we did that stationary. Now, we both are going to ginga. Now you have to watch my body. I'm going to break my ginga and swing. I want you to go underneath it, okay? And then recover back to your ginga. Here we go. Ready? So I'm moving. You should be moving in your ginga. I throw, boom. 1, you avoid, go back to your Jenga. Ta, ta, moving 2, boom, and 2, and go back to your Jenga. Here we go, 3, boom, avoid, go underneath, back to your Jenga. Good, keep moving, here we go. And 4, boom, back to your Jenga. Ready, and 5, good. Go back to your Jenga. Here I am, and 6, boom. Awesome, keep moving, Jenga, Jenga, and 7, boom. Go back to your Jenga. Here we are, 8, 9, boom. Good. Last one, and bam, 10. Very good. So now we're going back to stationary, okay, guys? So no Jenga, just when I strike, I want you to avoid underneath. You see how this side here is prepared? Go ahead and give me a combination strike, boom. And then I'll pause. I'll go to the other side, weave underneath. Then you can either use the opposite hand to do your strikes, or you can use the same hand to do your combinations, okay? So basically, you're gonna weave off to the side, and you're gonna do a few strikes, okay? We'll do 10 of those. So you're stationary, no Jenga. When I swing, go underneath and to the side. Give me a few hits, and then get ready for the other side, okay? Here we go. And first strike, so 1, avoid, cross, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. Other side. Avoid, 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. And here's 3. Booms. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Remember, avoid and throw your hits. Good. Ready. And 6. Bam. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Other side. And 7. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, and last one, 10. Bam. Very good. Awesome. So this is what you should be doing. When the attack comes in, I'm going underneath, and then I'm hitting. Other side, I go underneath, and I'm hitting, and hitting. Cool. So now, as we get in close, what I want to do is as we weave underneath the strike, I want to use the ends to hit. So it's be the same thing. This time we're using the ends for the striking, okay? I go underneath. I'm imagining I'm hitting the leg and hitting. Good. Okay? So avoid, hit. Remember, one of these ends were sharpened at certain times. So it's not just poking and hitting with the blunt end. It also can be seen as a thrust, all right? So cool. So once again, so that we're clear, you're still stationary. When the attack comes, you're still weaving the same way, except you're trying to get in close to hit with the ends, okay? Remember what I said about how they would fight. The practitioners of Jogo is that they would use, fighting against these big, strong sweeps, they would use their dexterity to get in close. This is kind of what we're replicating here, okay? So, once again, I come in, you go under and to the side. So 1, now you're hitting with these close ends. Boom. Good, other side. 2, weave underneath it. You should be over here. And then boom, 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 boom. Good. Ready. And 3, weave underneath and hit. Good. And 4, give you guys some time to make sure you get your strikes in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Boom. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Awesome. Again. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch the body. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, as you're moving to the side, I want you to experiment with the lines, all right? So if you move straight side to side, that may be fine for when you're using the stick at length. But also, as you go underneath, adjust your angle to a bit of a 45. That's going to put you in closer, okay? Then that's where you can start using the close ends, okay? The headbutts and the knees and whatever else. And likewise, as I'm weaving, if I go at a 45 out, then that's like my really my long range, okay? So as you're going side to side, make sure that you're exploring off that 180 angle, okay? Okay, here we are. I think that we're at 6, so we go 7, go underneath, and again, explore those different angles as you move. Good. 8, boom, explore those angles. Awesome. And 9, explore the angles. Very good. Last one, and 10, boom, explore the angles. Awesome, guys. So cool. So now what we're going to do is we're going to incorporate the hashira into this movement, okay? So now we should be close enough. If we're close enough to hit with the end of the stick, we should be close enough to reach out with our foot and do the leg sweep, okay? So I'm gonna go backwards so you guys can see my feet. So I'm here. I'm going to avoid and sweep, pull the leg, and then you can do whatever combination you want to do from there, okay? Reset, I go underneath, I sweep, I pull, and then I can do my combination if they're on the ground, if their balance has been disrupted, okay? Basically, the focus is going to be on going underneath and doing the sweep, okay? We'll do it together first, and then I'll do it with strikes. So here we are. We're here, holding on to the stick. Change levels, okay? Step to the side a little bit, sweep underneath, hook the foot, and then accordion, pull, stand up, use your glutes and your core as you pull forward, pull up, okay? Ready. Again, other side, I'm underneath, and I hook and stand up, boom, 2. Very good. Other side, here, I go underneath and pull. Other side, ready, and underneath, sweep, pull. That's 4. And again, here, sweep, and pull. It's 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, guys. And 10. Very good. Okay, so here we go. Recap. So, side to side, we avoided and we did hitting at long range, right? Then we avoided and then we did counter strikes at close range. Then we avoided and went for the leg sweep. Okay? So now what we're going to do, can't see my feet. Hang on one second. Having some problems here. Yeah, spelled that wrong too.